Hi guys, it's Cindy Leach, your polymer clay tutor, and today in the PCT test lab we are testing Tim Holtz's Distress embossing powder on polymer clay. Now, as you know, I like to test different products on polymer clay to see if they're compatible, and this is one of the ones I wanted to try because I do really love using embossing powder with polymer clay. And Distress embossing powder is a type of powder that, here, just let me open it up. It's quite grainy and it's meant for scrapbooking, and it's, you put it on like an embossing ink. The ink holds on to the powder, and then when you use your heat gun, the embossing powder melts, and then you get this neat embossed surface and kind of like a textured raised up surface on your scrapbooking. But if you mix it into polymer clay or onto polymer clay, it does something else, and it's very cool. Now, what's different about the Tim Holtz Distress embossing powder is that it has these larger grains in it, and some of the grains are just sort of a grit and they're not embossing powder, so they don't melt. So some of them stay kind of just grainy on the surface if they're embedded in the melted embossing powder, or they flake off and it leaves this sort of distressed finish, which is unusual for an embossing powder. Now, I have taken a sample of Premo polymer clay, and I put a little pile of this embossing powder onto the raw clay, and I baked it in the oven. Now, I did this a few months ago. I added it to raw clay, and I baked it at 275 Fahrenheit for 1 hour, because that's what I usually bake my Premo at. And I wanted to see how it would survive. And you can see it's on here. It has a very textural surface, and it feels very gritty. It feels like a brick or sand on there, and it looks very cool. And like I said, if you scratch at it, some of the pieces will come off, but it sticks on there very well. Now, I'm going to be using it in a upcoming tutorial. I've got it on here on this graffiti style piece, and it's just in little spots in corners to give it the look of being on like a cement wall, that kind of thing. So it is compatible. It's been on the clay for several months. It doesn't do anything weird. I didn't expect it to, but I wanted to see how tough it would be, and it is very tough, and it works beautifully with polymer clay. It does a very cool thing too if you mix it into something like translucent. I should have done a little sample for you, but you can get the idea. And it leaves kind of a grainy effect to it. So you can try that if you like. You can mix it into the clay or have it on top. So I hope that was helpful for you. If it was, do let us know if you like this video. And if you have suggestions for products you'd like me to test here in the test lab, or ideas that you don't quite get, or you're having issues with anything polymer clay related, make sure to leave those in the comment section below. And don't forget, we have a great resource over at polymerclaytutor.com, where if you use the search box there, you can find answers to all of your polymer clay questions. We will see you next time, and bye for now.